We are live. It is Tuesday, May 16th, 2017. It's 2 days before the start of the HES Summer LCQ and less than 8 days away from the start of the 2017 Summer Pro League season. Big welcome to everybody on Twitch and later on YouTube. We're here. What do you guys think? Welcome to the show, made for the community, by the community. If you don't know now, this is HCS Now. Make sure you guys tweet the stream, get everybody in here. We are coming live from UGC Studios here in Southern Illinois, and we are going to bring you all the latest news on what's happening in the world of competitive Halo. I am your host, Computer, as always, and I am with my co-host.
Default.
Mummy.
Yeah, and so let's start the show, and let's talk some Halo. We're going to kick it off with Halo Hot Topics. So, unless you're under a rock or don't follow Halo at all, you probably shouldn't be watching the show then. So, there was an event this weekend at a UMG event in Daytona. $75,000 was on the line. It was an open event. Just about every Pro League team was there, and it had some good, some bad, and some ugly.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm going to call it: good, the bad, the ugly. Because what I was going to say, it was the worst, most amazing event we've seen in a while in terms of like production, but the players and the competition saved the day.
Good. Yeah, it was
right.
Very good.
And that seems to be the story for the last few events. Like, if it wasn't for our players in the scene and putting up the work and giving us the amazing gameplay that we see at every event, a lot of these events would be, let's just think if it was like a blowout plus the bad production. It would, the players are saving the HCS at sometimes. It's like, man, something needs to be done about this. So
maybe they're pre-planning their close games. Like, guys, let's keep it. Let's do this till game 5.
Yeah, they're like, all right. They go back and me like, we got to save this event because
you guys
it's
take
been
game
really
1,
bad.
We'll take game 2.
We're gonna try our best to make these games as close as possible. I don't care what you got to do. You got to take a dive. No, it started an hour late to begin. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, where's the stream? It's 3:30. It was over an hour late, actually.
Yeah.
So that was just a sign of things to come. The audio issues were, rampant the first 2 days.
It was, auto-tuned out.
It was like robot voice or no audio at all, or audio was out of sync, or just weird
Day
stuff.
1 was the worst.
It was really bad.
And day 2 it wasn't as bad, but
still bad.
The audio was still bad.
Yeah.
Day 3, good.
Yeah, but they did manage to turn around day 3, but it still is embarrassing for Halo Esports.
Yeah. I mean, day 3 wasn't perfect.
No, but they did do a pretty decent stream.
Yeah.
Day 3.
Only thing that I complained about with day 3 is when they announced Envy to come out or Optic.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have a crowd mic going.
Yeah.
So it
big
was
mistake.
There wasn't much of a crowd either, though.
But
Right.
a little excitement from the crowd,
Yeah.
been okay. They was Team Envious, real loud and excited. All of a sudden, it's quiet, and they're just
Sometimes
walking
it's
out.
best not to show the crowd at all.
I mean, don't show the crowd. Just put a mic out there so I can hear some kind of woo.
Because every time they show the crowd, it was just pure hate.
Yeah.
Wow, all 20 people.
Yeah.
Why am I even watching this?
A lot of them were the pro players in the crowd.
Yeah.
Some of them
Yeah,
were watching.
the pros and the families was watching it, and the crowd. That's about it.
Just have somebody in the crowd.
Yeah, there was a lot of downtime. That was a big problem. I saw, there's a picture of look at Snipe. They're like, wow, a lot of downtime, but I don't know if a lot of it was in their control. I know they had to swap out Xboxes a few times, and that caused a lot of problems. There was a problem with power going out on the main stage. There was a lot of technical issues that they might not have been able to avoid. The stream quality was not that good, and a lot of times I could barely. I had it on source, but it felt like I was watching 480 footage.
Yeah.
And I couldn't figure it out. I was like, is my computer, my
Yeah.
internet's slowing down. It was a lot, and that was the first 2 days. Sunday, the stream quality was better, but it definitely wasn't like what it should have been. Misspelled words. There was a lot of
There was
those.
A lot of those.
Like Mike-win. My homie Mike-win. I want to be like Mike and Snack Bite. Snack Bite? You know who that is?
Yeah.
He's new. Chilling.
They had a problem too with they had the wrong names too for each of the players. Like they had a
Yeah,
lot to
and their Twitter, they even got their Twitter handle wrong.
Yeah.
yeah, so they couldn't get,
they put
so nobody
like
could add 'em.
it's either they put 2 L's or 2 I's or something like that.
Yeah, it's just, man, I want Halo to
That was
have
on their backdrop.
good event.
That misspell,
man.
like
And like I'm saying, dude, the players are playing. The competition is so good. The games are so good. Halo Esports is literally one of the best esports to watch,
yeah.
and no one knows it because no one halftime doesn't even know there's an event going on.
Well,
I don't know.
Even if the stream
But
was
343
perfect.
did a good job promoting it, like
Yeah.
at least.
But the thing is, though, even if the stream ran perfectly all 3 days, just them being an hour late kills a lot of, like, say if someone's
Well,
like, I'm going to watch this.
I don't know if
It does, man.
Well-
Like, say if you never watched Halo before, you're like, oh, I'm going to go to they announce it, right? We're going live now. Let's give this a try.
Well,
And they sit there for like 20, 30 minutes, like, okay, I guess it's not
Well,
happening.
being late, yeah,
And they
it
leave.
sucks. But having day one of a land,
Yeah, especially day one.
yeah,
It's even
Land.
worse.
if it's a late and has the audio issues, actually there's no gameplay audio as well as the first match too.
Mm.
That kills a lot of
There
viewers.
was
Yeah.
some bad problems day one. I was literally embarrassed, and I posted. It's a shame at how hard these players work to put on a good show, only to be overshadowed by bad production.
Hashtag save HGS.
Yeah,
Did anybody
Save
else
it.
use it?
I don't know. I never checked,
should
but I
look
was
at it.
really hoping that would like trend.
Yeah.
That would be awesome if I actually started a trend. I would be like proud of that. Yeah, the snipe down here's an audio clip from snipe down that was just a little example of what happened. You can't make that up. You can't make that up.
It looks like they're having a happy conversation, but it must have been sad.
It was the saddest interview. He must have been talking about his dog got hit by a car or something. We don't know,
Yeah,
but
like, what?
And then it jumps to Halo 3 footage.
yeah, just randomly. We actually offered them to use some of our content. They actually wrote us and asked us about it, and then I wrote them back, and then that was it. They never replied.
Maybe that would have been a good thing. Maybe they would have messed up our content and people would have
Made
hated
us
us for
look
it.
bad.
Yeah.
There was a lot of good series played off stream too, and one notable one was EG and Luminosity. Everybody wanted to see that matchup go down, and it was streamed on Periscope. And UGC actually was periscoping it or tweeted it out on saying, "Hey, check out this Periscope," and they're like kind of. But that was a matchup that kind of should have been on main stage. I know there's scheduling issues and they can't get everything on the main stage, but EG didn't really get to play on the main stage, but like one time that I remember.
Yeah.
I wanted to see that, and there was a lot of other matchups, a lot of good matchups that didn't get on the main stage, and that was a shame. They need 2 streams.
Yeah. Speaking of Periscope and stuff, they also had a Snapchat this event.
Yeah, I don't do Snapchats.
No, I was watching that as I work and stuff.
He's not with the time.
I'm
Yeah.
too old for that.
But is that the first time they did this? Or have they done
who
the?
promoted it. I never seen him promoted before. but
Yeah. Oh, I add them on Snapchat.
Well, 2 streams, please. No big matchup should go on Periscope. It's a professional esport. 2 streams, thank you.
Yeah.
Come
I mean,
on.
that's something like a spectator would do. The Periscope.
Yeah,
thing,
I
or-
was
yeah.
I would Periscope it if there was nothing streamed, but
yeah.
come on. Yeah, the players, the competition, the gameplay, how hard they work to make the gameplay as close to they make these matches so close. They grind in and out every day to get as good as they are, and they deserve a better event.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not. And the UMG turned it around Sunday, so it's not. I'm not gonna completely bash the whole thing. Yeah, they did a good job on Sunday, and it's like I said, it's not about how hard you fall, but how fast you get back up. And it took them a couple days to get back up. Let's just say that.
So I guess they didn't get up that fast.
Yeah, not too fast, but by the end of Sunday, it was all good.
I guess you can say at least it was good by the finals. That's
Well,
when
that's
you guess
when,
that's
when
when
you get your most viewers.
that's the most
Yeah,
viewers.
Well, you got to get that right.
Yeah.
And I think we hit around 25,000. That's what I was seeing.
Yeah.
So.
That's good. I'm happy with anything over 20. I mean,
Honestly,
it deserves more. It deserves
two
more.
best of sevens,
It
the
deserves
two
more.
biggest teams, the two biggest rivals.
Yeah.
And come on, we should have been hitting 50K.
Yeah,
with that.
it should, but
Come on.
I'm okay with over 20.
You gotta hit. You gotta dream high.
I'm not saying I'm perfectly okay. Like I'm not saying like that's the standard, but I'm okay with it.
You're okay. We
It's-
just need to hit 20 and we're
That's like
fine,
you're saying
guys.
You're okay
20,
with like 20 people
we're
in the
good.
crowd.
No,
We stay alive.
I'm just saying like it's just to me like, over 20 is like it's not like terrible to where you're like I don't know. If we get like 10K, it'd be way worse. So
And let's talk
Yeah.
about that
It's like the
Envy
minimum.
Squad 14-game series.
yeah,
The ultimate comeback. They had to beat them 2 games of 7, and they took it to game 7 both times.
it wasn't the easy road for them.
They could have done it in 8 games if they were, but no, let's do it in 14.
Yeah, pre-planned. Just kidding.
That's
It came down to.
It did.
Like,
It
what?
was.
How
It
much they
was.
win by like 3 kills, 2 kills. How much was it?
and it was
It
close.
was
on
close.
the
It was close.
Truth Slayer. Yeah, Mickwin probably had one of the best series or the best events of his life.
Yes, I agree.
He was playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
Snipe Down playing out of his mind. Huke was playing really well. Ol was a bit shaky at times, but he was playing well as well. And I saw him getting shaky on some games. But as a whole, Envy was firing on all cylinders. And I know that win felt good for them.
Yeah, but the setting changes of pistol starts only, right? That literally shows you how good of a player Mickwin is,
Yeah.
right? How good his shot is, and that's why I think he stood out so much in this
And
event.
Mickwin, I don't think he was putting up huge stats, but he was getting the clutchest kills.
Yeah, that's
No,
what I'm
he was
saying.
putting up
He
kills. He
was-
was getting kills.
Was he?
yeah,
Yeah, he
he
put up big
was
kills.
I
doing
didn't
good
really-
almost every game.
Was he? And
Yeah.
I remember Huke putting up some stats.
Yeah.
And a lot of people said Mickwin should have been dropped from MV before. Like, it's
Well,
like,
they can't drop Mickwin because he's captain.
Well, technically, if all 3
Well, they're
members
saying-
agree.
they were saying that he should be not. be
No.
MV, but
Yeah,
I
boy.
think he proved why he's on MV.
Yeah.
Yeah, Envy is definitely.
He's a big group part of why they won.
They've definitely improved with the new settings as well. They still are one of the top 2 teams. The new settings hasn't changed the role of teams that much. It's still in.
I mean, it did. Envy.
Okay, well, we'll talk about
Envy
this
and
because
Liquid.
because PJ and Optic Gaming was sick. Okay,
Well, I'm not really kidding.
Now,
I'm not really talking
he
about
could
that.
barely even talk.
I will. Yeah.
Dead in that picture.
I heard he was sick, but they cut to him during the finals, and that dude was literally coughing his lungs out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, did it affect the outcome of the series? Now, I'm gonna go ahead and say it did. I'm gonna go ahead
Of
and
course
say
it's gonna
that
affect him,
Optic
yeah.
Gaming
He's not
would
gonna
have
play it.
won if he wasn't sick. I'm saying it. I think Optic Gaming is still the best team.
I will say Optic Gaming is still the best team. It's hard for me to. I don't know, man. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say like the only reason why Envy won because the guy was sick.
I'm
The
not.
thing is,
Hey,
he was sick. Yeah, I give him that, but he was still.
he
putting
was
up
still
numbers.
playing
He was
well.
still playing
He's still
well.
playing well, but he's definitely not 100%. Come on,
No.
dude.
I mean,
You
can
ever
tell.
try to play Halo sick? It's like doing like you don't
Well,
want to.
Like I was telling Default when we was before the show, like when they showed him coughing, he coughed so much where his head literally went down. He was coughing so much. So I was like, could you imagine that happening? You coughing like that during a major play or something or whatever? It's like it affects a lot of things.
Yeah, he couldn't even talk. Like his call-outs were like probably cut in half, if not more. Like
Yeah.
he literally only called out like a few times
Yeah.
within like 10 minutes. Like he was just being quiet.
Yeah.
Which is important. Like if he's not calling out, they're missing call outs. He couldn't talk hardly.
Yeah. Guarantee you everybody on Optic's sick right now.
Oh yeah,
They're all fist bumping and
Lethal
stuff.
already got 6. Yeah. So you're saying it? I'm gonna ask you a serious question. Did it affect the outcome? What do you think? Did it affect the outcome? You can say it.
I wouldn't say it
Don't be
affected
scared.
it in a big way. I do think there's a slight because if they would have blew
They-
out Optic, I would have said 100%. That affected it. But the game was still close.
Yeah, they almost won.
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
games
they
were still
just-
close. So I guess I could say, yeah, it did. I guess I could say that. It did
Yeah.
affect the game outcome.
Yeah.
Because it was close. Maybe if he was feeling better, he could play it a little bit better to pull out the win. I still think it would have went to Game 7 both times,
I
though.
actually think it did because playing 14 matches in a row when you're sick.
Yeah.
Well,
probably
right.
takes a toll.
Not
on you.
only did
Yeah.
you got to take that into account. He played 14 games of Halo in a row. I mean, and being sick and probably just wanting to go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
it
dude's a
probably did.
soldier.
Yeah.
But Envy still won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the end, Envy won. Doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
We'll find out next
yeah,
event.
We'll find out next event.
Atlanta.
The Pro League coming
Yeah.
up. Well, we'll find out then.
I don't count
who's
pro
the
leagues online.
what? Come on.
Atlanta's coming up. We'll find out then.
That's in forever.
Couple months.
Moving on to Team Liquid. Now, Liquid, they seem to be about the same as they were before, and I think teams have started to surpass them. They had moments of greatness times where they looked like they were for sure going to lose, and then they would clutch it up, and they looked like they were for sure going to win,
Mhm.
and then only to lose the game again. It's like they would fall short. Makes me think that it makes me think that they need to go back and look at their starting strats or something because they always got behind quickly.
Yeah.
And then they would kind of clutch up in the middle of the game, kind of tie it up or maybe even take the lead. And then they were kind of hold on to it for a bit, but then towards the end they wouldn't be able to clutch it up at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think about Liquid?
I like I said last show, I think settings is gonna shake up a
I
lot of
think
players.
They're
And
one
plus
team
in-
that
Huh?
are suffering the most with the new settings.
It's just
They're not like they were before.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think because the settings are new and it's first time land playing on them,
Mm-hmm.
so it's hard to judge teams right now to be honest. Because Liquid could be bad or not bad, but seems like a third place team now. But who knows?
Envy has spanked them in loser
Yeah.
bracket final
Yeah.
4-0.
But see, last season it was totally different.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, last season that would have been a close series.
Yeah.
So either the other teams have gotten better and they kind of just plateaued, or like I was saying, it felt like they would get behind in a game and then catch back up, but then fall short in the end.
Mhm.
So maybe was their starting strats were not working out for them, or they were just getting unlucky. I don't know, but they definitely didn't perform as well as they did last season.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at it, like, it's obvious that these settings, pistol starts only or whatever, like, it benefits the older generation
Yeah.
of Halo players more, I think, than these
They're
newer
wise.
ones. Yeah. that's
You're bringing up a good segue to the next thing I want to talk about, which is Splice. Now, put them in the Pro League already, for one, because they're not pro team right now. They're still an amateur team. They have to work their way in. Splice, they're like I consider them to have that team has the fastest reaction time in Halo because it's all young guns that just have the quickest reaction time in Halo right now.
Yeah.
They're much faster reaction time than older players like Ola and Snipe Down, but I think where the Ola and Snipe Down players make up for it is Halo knowledge.
Yeah.
Putting themselves ahead of the game, getting the shots off first with positioning, map awareness, and understanding how to play, and understanding how to play before it even unfolds.
Yeah.
And I think that's where they beat Splice. I do think Splice, toe for toe, their reaction time is probably better than any team. They're so young. They're like 15 years old. They're young, and they're some of the best players in the game. But I just don't think they have the Halo knowledge they need.
Yeah.
Well,
they're
like I said,
pretty
it
new.
comes in time, though.
Yeah.
Like the old players have been playing since Halo 2,
Yeah.
Halo 1. It's like,
Yeah.
It's funny that you said that because I just watched a Gandhi video not too long ago, and he says he thinks people peak and start to fall off around like 21.
Really.
And like when he's talking about Halo 2, Halo 3 days, he's
Mhm.
like, them prime teammates you want are like 15, 16, maybe even younger. He's like, they usually got to hang it up around like 21 to 23. I'm like, man, some of these guys are older than
I
that.
can see that.
Like a Victor
Some of
X.
these guys are pushing.
Victor X
Some of these
still
guys
going
are
strong.
pushing it. Then
Yeah.
they should have retired years ago.
If it's that case, they all should be retired almost.
Splice, not even a pro team, apparently. They took Liquid to a close series in the losers bracket. Almost pulled it out as 4-3. Lost to Liquid. I think if they would have beat Liquid, I think they would have had a chance of running against Envy maybe, but
I don't know, not Envy. Well, look at Envy did Liquid. There's no way.
yeah. Oxygen Supremacy,
Man,
your team.
He don't want to talk about that.
Don't want to talk about it?
You guys can have that convo.
First of all I got to say is hashtag breathing oxygen.
Yeah.
Boom.
I mean, they're
That's
true.
like the greatest hashtag.
They're right.
You're alive. You're breathing
They're staying
oxygen.
alive.
They played really well.
They did.
They're an AM team that they knocked out 2 pro teams to the loser bracket. They knocked out who they knocked out? Straight Rippin' and Luminosity.
Yep.
They knocked them down to the losers bracket. This is an amateur team that has a lot of potential, and man, they took Envy to a game 5.
See, I was mostly surprised about that.
Yeah.
You asked last episode who was going to surprise you the most, and they did. They surprised me the most.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They took NBA Game 5, but they lost against.
They had to do it the hard way.
Yeah, it wasn't easy.
They had to go through the open bracket, beat all the amateur teams that they had to play against, and then they got into the pro bracket, and then they started knocking them out one by one. And it was just, I thought it was going to happen. I was like, man, here comes the underdog story. This is going to be so good.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen, but man, it would have been good.
I thought they was doing good, and they took NBA Game 5, but they lost to Splice. I was like, how does this happen?
Yeah, I wonder if they just gas out easy.
Seems that way because
that's what they did last time when Ryan
Yeah.
New's team. They was doing really good. They was on a roll. And
It
then
seems like they can't play
stopped.
for too long. Once they have like a set number.
Well,
of
that
games.
was a
last
different
time-
squad,
well, last
actually.
Time, well,
Yeah.
Still Ryan New. We're talking about Ryan New here, but
You trying to say Brian Noob gases
Were
out
you
early?
trying to say why is it whenever we're talking about Ryan Noob's or we only why
he's a Ryan Noob
it's just
fanboy
Ryan
over
Noob's
here.
team. We were talking about the team Oxygen Supremacy, but we always just Ryan Noob, Ryan Noob, Ryan Noob,
Yeah, because it's Ryan Noob, man.
Ryan Noob.
because he wants so much more for him.
Yeah, he does. He wants him to be successful.
Well, he would be pro league if it was 10 teams, not 8.
Yeah,
Well, that should be a thing.
Yeah.
There definitely are
that's what
enough
people
talent
want.
to
That's saying
in
that,
Halo.
yeah.
The only issue that I can see coming out of that is the pro league matches are already kind of drawn out. Like when we have the pro league matches that with 8 teams, it's actually a pretty long stream each day. So you add another series to that, yeah, it could be a problem. But
Oh, boo.
game glitches. There is a few of those going on right now, and one of them is a sticky grenade glitch. We have a little video for that.
That's such an important area to control on Coliseum, so you're going to be looking to run the majority of your flags through this area. Cleaning up that kill on Stella, who went for the stick to try and take Snipe down with him as he went into the respawn, and that is how you land a stick. But Snipe down, turns to that wall, uses a cheeky little glitch there in Halo 5 to get rid of that plasma grenade. Looking for a player who's up on Pyramid at the moment. It's going to be Eco. And Pistola comes in to finish that one off. I thought just for a second there, Snipe down was going to win that battle as well.
Yeah, that was a special type of snowflake to play.
He did it so nonchalantly, just like
I wonder if he meant to do it though. Like,
Oh, yeah, he did.
it's like,
just
oh, man.
stuck it in, stuck his head in the wall.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised they don't say anything about that, though. Is it a rule?
I don't know. I don't know if they like said don't do that. Maybe afterwards.
Well, it's like,
well,
that's
that
what I said
was
if he meant to do it, because like he probably was like so used to doing it, and like it
Yeah.
was just like
that was not the only time it was
reaction.
used in the event. It was used multiple times by multiple players.
Yeah.
It's actually starting to become a problem. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
when it
something
first.
they need to fix. Like you can't.
Yeah, they need to fix it because if everybody knows how to do the glitch, there's no point in putting a plasma
Well,
grenade
I
on
mean,
the map.
it's situational. You have to be close to a wall,
Mm.
and so But it it's a big problem. That could have been a difference between a flag cap or something.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
There's even a worse glitch that just surfaced, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
called a quad shot glitch.
Mhm.
And here we got a little video of the quad shot glitch in action. We actually got a couple, I think.
Holy.
Yeah, there should be a pistol shot video of the quad shot. Yeah, that can be used on any weapon. There's any weapon that you can use the quad shot.
Jeez.
It doesn't matter if it's a sniper, a rocket launcher,
How do you-
VR,
Does it
a
teach
pistol.
you? Oh, that is a
Yeah.
tutorial.
They
Yeah, there's
tell
a
you how to-
tutorial on YouTube. I'm not going to go around telling everybody how to cheat.
Well, actually, Vito was streaming one day and he was trying it, and actually, he was working.
Yeah, and it could definitely be taken advantage of in certain ways.
I wonder if they will like.
It reminds me of the Halo 2 like double and triple shooting.
I was
at the
wondering
VR.
what they would say about it because back in the day they had BXR.
Well,
but-
they had triple shooting and double
Yeah.
shooting in Halo 2,
What's the
but
pistol do?
it's really quick.
Ah, so
You
that's
can
a bad
like lay
thing,
waste,
then.
but you have to be kind of like jumping in the air, so it's a
Mhm.
bit difficult to aim it. But I think here's the pistol clip right here. Yeah, that was how fast
That's
you could
if
fire.
you could
like-
aim well and do that, it's like SWAT all of a sudden.
Well, apparently 343 knows about it, and they're going to try to get a fix in. I don't understand why they want to fix that so quick, but the sticky grenade glitch has been in it for months.
Well, because like you said, a stick grenade, you have to be around a
At
wall.
first, I was like, yes, we finally got button combos like Halo 2, but then I realized bad because it's usable in every weapon.
Yeah.
It's like it's even usable in the sniper. Halo 2 was just usable in the BR, and it was difficult to pull off. This seems to be kind of easy.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's difficult on
Especially
certain
if
weapons,
you-
but it's still you can do it, and that's not good.
How long has this been out?
It's been out since the game was released, but it just got
I wonder if
discovered.
this happens to me online sometimes.
Mm,
Because
no, this
sometimes
really
this
just-
guy.
Here it goes.
Now this is why you get
No.
No,
I'm
this
just joking.
just got discovered maybe a couple of days ago. Well, I don't know when it got discovered, but it's been brought to the limelight
Mm.
now for everybody to see. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I was thinking it's good at first, but then I realized how bad it is because it can be used in any weapon, and it definitely needs to be patched
Yeah.
ASAP. Heavy aim. 343 brought a test build of the heavy aim fix to the event to give the pro players a chance to try it out. And one of the pro players, named Phallicated, he tweeted this, which is really good news. Don't know if he was just, saying that just to say it, but apparently it's really good.
No, a lot of pros. Someone tweeted about that how good it was,
Good.
and I'm excited to try it out.
Yeah. When do we get it?
Who knows?
Who knows? They say it's in
I
the
know
works.
when we get it soon.
Yeah, soon. It's always soon. And they'll tell you the day before.
Quinn Delahoyo.
Mm.
Take it as you want, but he is the new lead designer at 343, no longer the multiplayer designer. I don't know what that means, but apparently he's in more charge of more stuff
Yay. Did he change
related
that?
to Halo.
Did he change that profile picture once he got the new job?
I don't know, but it's not a good-looking profile picture. He needs to change it back.
Yeah. He looks more business.
LCQ is coming up this weekend.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited.
Yeah, because this is all the marbles. It will be, I got some information here for it. There will be 2 single elimination open qualifiers on May 18th and one on the 19th. And I guess they're going to stream the part of it on Twitch. It's an online qualifier, and you can register now. It's open to any team. And so basically, this is a shot for any team in the United States to get into the Pro League. The
Well,
8th
sign up
seed.
then.
Really?
Just to do it.
Last time we tried that was a bad idea.
Hey, we played against the people who got second place our first series. You can't blame us for that. We ain't that good.
Mhm.
Watch we first match Splice.
Yeah.
I'll just quit right then and there. Forfeit.
We did sign up to play a online matchup
We played.
That
And
was a
we
long
played
time
like
ago.
Team Aries.
It was Aries' team.
Aries Carey's team. Like the first, I'm thinking, let's just sign up.
Yeah.
Let's just do it. We'll probably at least the first matchup we'll get like some scrub team that
Yeah.
we can like
Nope.
maybe even hang with. I don't
Yeah.
even care if we get beat as long as we can hang with them. We get like Aries team and a
Yeah.
bunch of old like washed up pro players or
That-
whatever.
Well,
that's-
obviously they're not washed up because they beat us pretty bad.
Well, they're not washed up because they made us look bad.
Yeah.
And I mean bad. I
And
was
that's what
like, I'm
sucks
never
about
playing
for these
Halo
AM
again.
teams. You're like, oh, we can do this, and they play teams like that, and like, oh, I quit Halo.
I would still want to do
Never
for
again.
fun. You guys never want to do it.
if I played a lot, yeah, I would do it, but
Well, we'll start
I don't get to
practicing.
play as much.
I wish I had more time
It's
to play.
Tuesday. You got like 3 days.
I need at least
How do
2
you play
weeks
that game?
Playing.
I don't know. All right, let's go into Player of the Week. We had you guys vote on Twitter for this week's Player of the Week. And who did they choose for this week's Player of the Week as their Player of the Week?
Mickwin.
It was Mike Wynn.
Mike went
Get
very,
it right.
Very much well deserved. I like
or was the one that?
he deserved it.
What was the one? Methwin.
Meth-
Meth-
That-
Win.
that gamer tag.
Don't even make me laugh right now. Mike Wynn won a Player of the Week. Yeah, I know it's Mike Wynn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's well deserved. Mike Wynn. Dude, come on, Mike Wynn. I think Kenny. That's a better name. I think.
He
so.
was putting up big numbers. He deserved it.
Yeah, he deserves it.
MVP.
Yeah, he was going.
Like once you guys we got put out Player of the Week, I'm like, it's gonna be Mickwin. He deserves it.
You
more
called
than
it.
Yeah.
He's
Damn.
MVP for that
Damn.
tournament.
He
Called
didn't even win. It wasn't even a close one for him. He won by a long shot.
Yeah.
Good job, voters.
Yeah, good job. And your next vote for Slay of the Week.
Another double kill, Harry. Mickwin been the saviour of this game. Every single time we see Optic, they make a play, get the flag. This boy comes in and just shuts it down.
Yeah, Snipe down actually most kills in the game alongside Mickwin at the moment, but this man's making all the clutch kills happen. Mickwin is on fire, baby. 2 perfects in a row.
This is Mickwin at his finest. Absolutely ending Kid's life off the spawn. 1:30 remaining on the clock. Snipe Down comes in with a double of his own. Envious are going to run this one in. He's lethal with a triple. Stops another flag going in.
my.
Gets the flag out, and now he's going to try and make something happen. That is a clutch stop.
That saves the game for Optic. If they get a flag capture and force on
In certain cases, you think, I have to get that flag back as soon as possible. No, most importantly, get the kills. You get the kills first. That flag recovery's coming with it.
Christmas! Oh my goodness gracious! I cannot even believe it. Renegade, you need to stop. I gotta take a shower. It was so dirty.
This
oh,
kid is
dear
a
Lord.
freak, following up with a perfect kill over at Blue Cave. But I'm somewhat concerned. His
Gotta
team
stop.
hasn't gotten over to pull this flag yet. Sub-Zero actually gets a kill on Shooter, who is their best objective player. How do they... That nade could
Kind
have
of
been
forced
real
him
bad.
back. Yeah, he does force him back. Ola's been tagged up though, so he's forced to move down. Snipe Down comes in though, cleans up one, makes that 3 more left. Optic Gaming the answer back. Snipe Down with a double kill. They only need 2 more. Gets the triple kill. Snipe Down. He puts them 1 kill away from claiming victory here at UMG Daytona. They know where the last guy is. Team Envious. They are your UMG Daytona.
Life to put in that tying flag. We have a tie game here. 53 seconds. Next cap wins.
No! Who comes in with the triple and the reversal? Clears Optic out the base.
Rip Snipe Down's chair.
Yeah, I like when I watched it, I didn't notice it on the stream. I was like,
I think he like kicked it. or
yeah.
He's gonna have to pay for that.
something.
All right, so
Who won?
Hughes triple.
Hughes triple.
I think
I am gonna disagree with the voters.
Yeah, I think
It was good, but
Not good.
I think
That's all right.
Renegade should have got it.
yeah, he went off.
Yeah.
I actually
You got like a
the,
what,
I like
I
the,
triple and then a
usually
double?
agree with what they picked, but that's
Yeah.
I like the Mickwin Lethal one I picked because
It is.
that was like
It
so many
is.
slays in
and,
one
yeah,
clip.
This is true. I think Renegade should have got it.
I wanted Lethal to win that. He clutched that.
Yeah. They win
Triple
that.
kill.
Did they win that map?
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right. And it's time
Everybody
for
has an opinion, though.
a
It's
new
okay.
segment that we're doing, and it's called Slay Breakdown.
This is your job.
All right, I want to break down the play that Hook made that got sniped down that camo that won them the Game 7 of the 2 best 7 series. So let's roll a little bit of this video. We're going to pause it here in the middle and try to break down what's happening here.
Yes, it's absolutely slowing down. Optic are hesitant to try to push out a car and force something. It looks like
Okay, pause it right about here. Now, Optic, you can hear Walsh even say, for some reason, Optic was hesitant to push out a car. They basically got themselves trapped in car side of the map. And you can see it right here. You had Hugh was in blue. They all spawned in red. Hugh pushed over to blue. He kind of snuck over there. I don't know. It was hard to see on the stream. It's hard to get every angle when you're trying to look. They only give you one point of view. But you got Mikwin pushing under pink, Ola in red. Snipe down dies. I don't know why he rushed in there. He just died in there. But they still had all of Optic on one side of the map. But I think what Optic was thinking was they were setting up for camo. The new camo was spawning. So they thought, well, we need to set up for camo. But in the same time, they got pinched. And Hugh got Mikwin was shooting Frosty under carbine.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ola was shooting Ola was shooting I think it was Lethal from across the map. Ola was in red shooting Lethal in blue.
Yeah.
And then Lethal, what was happening while he was getting shot by Ola, I think what had happened was it allowed for Hugh to sneak up and get the beat down on Lethal. And then Hugh clutched it with the 5-shot on Royal 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? All that happened, and it was a Snipe Down came back on spawn and was able to grab the camo. It ruined Optic's setup for camo.
Yeah.
They kept them pinched. As soon as Snipe Down grabbed camo, Snakebite, he pushed over to help Royal 2 and got trapped in bubble.
Yeah.
So they pushed in on the bubble spawns, kept them trapped there. They were still, as you see when Snipe Down went top mid, they were still trapped at car side, and they had nowhere to go. They had the entire map just where they couldn't push out.
Yeah.
And they played it perfectly to get those kills, and you can play the rest of the video here.
Tried to make a play over on car side, was sniffed out and taken down, but Hook gets a double kill, is running away and staying alive. These members of Optic desperately trying to finish him off and not able to. Optic trapped in these bubbles and can't get out.
They're collapsing inwards. Here comes Hugh. He's got someone round the corner. Ola will go down right in front of his eyes. He's trying to sniff out this player he knows.
Now, we didn't get everybody's point of view, so it was difficult to see exactly where everybody was positioned, but they broke Optic's setup for camo. Snipe Down came off spawn, was able to grab that camo while Optic they were 2 down, distracted, trying to help each other out. And I feel like if Optic would have played less defensive in that situation and pushed out as a unit to one side of the map and kind of just went through blue or red, I would have went through red because, they had Envy spawn in red. And there was 2 players in red and 2 players in red bubble on Optic side, and I felt like they should have that's when they should have pushed over to red and maybe try to get those kills. They got themselves trapped because they were trying to wait for camo.
Yeah.
And it honestly cost them the game.
Yeah. Probably what kept them from pushing is for the fact that they knew they got camo.
Yeah.
It's hard to move when you know someone's invisible walking around the map.
Duke made the play. He made the sneaky push over to get the beat down on Lethal and the kill on the perfect 5-shot in Royal 2, and he made the play happen. That saved. I mean, it sounds like it doesn't look like a huge play, but if Snipe Down wouldn't have grabbed that camo, the outcome could have been completely different.
Yeah. When Hugh jumped a bubble, right? He looked down and whatever. When I was watching that live, I was like, someone's around that corner. He's gonna get back whacked. That's what I felt.
And that's what's good with this new radar, though. When it comes to a standstill almost like that, it's good to not have that radar. 'Cause You know, they can push stuff like you can push.
That's
stuff
what I'm saying.
like that.
Yeah, if we have would have had the old radar,
That would became a standstill. I think.
yeah, but like you could hold anything being down like that. Like, okay, they got camo. They could have stood there and be like, and just look at their little corner.
Mhm.
Anybody walking underneath them or wherever it's gonna be at, they're gonna be like, okay, someone's to my right. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So the new radar, it plays perfect for this.
Yeah. And what I really wanted to show with that is like Truth Slayer plays so chaotic. It looks like there's almost no map control, but it's there. It's just hard to see. And and that's why I think, man, if I wish Halo 5 had if Halo 6 doesn't have an overhead view of what's going on the map, I'm going to be pissed. Dude, that needs to be a
You heard
thing.
it here first. You're gonna be pissed.
I'm going to go berserk. That needs to be a thing. There needs to be an overhead view for the viewer on the stream to see where players are at, what they're doing, how their setup is, what they're, we can't, it's hard to know for the viewer to understand the game and what the players are trying to do when they can't visualize it. I don't understand why this is not a thing, but, it's 3 for 3, so whatever.
They want to keep it exciting, so they'll slowly release it.
No, they ain't releasing it. All right, I guess I'm going to end the show with this week's community question. All right, this week's community question. Actually, I think I'm going to have two questions.
What's the other one? This is new
You'll
to me.
see. I just came up with it now. Make sure you guys follow us on Twitter at HCS_now and answer our community question, #HCSN. And this week's community question is, will there be an upset in the LCQ? We actually didn't talk about the LCQ much for some reason. I don't know why. But Oxygen Supremacy and Splice. Big matchup there.
That's my
Who's
upset.
Splice.
Do
No.
you think Oxygen Supremacy?
That's the big upset.
That's what we're looking for, man. Is this going to be an upset? Is Oxygen Supremacy going to brute force their way into the Pro League and take Splice out when
I believe so.
I mean, that's going to be. I'm pretty sure the Splice 4-0'd Oxygen Supremacy in the
They did.
bracket.
And when they do, I'm gonna kick over my chair.
Well, yeah, they 3-0'd them in the losers bracket.
Nope.
But
Splice got Renegade.
what we've said, Oxygen Supremacy has moments of greatness. They took
Yes.
Envy to game
That,
5.
like you said, moments.
And then
That's gonna
the
be their
loser
moment.
bracket got 3-0'd by Splice. Now, if they play Splice the way they played Envy,
Yeah.
we could be looking at Oxygen Supremacy in the Pro League.
Woo.
Splice got Renegade, so it's Splice.
Now, I want to hear from you guys at HES_now on Twitter. Also, the other question is, do you think PJ being sick affected
I knew
Optics'
it.
outcome?
I knew it. When he said it's a new question, I was like, what could it be? And I was
Don't
like,
be hating.
snake bite being sick. That's what the
It
question is
did
going to be.
affect him.
It's a good community
Please
question because I
let
would
us
like to hear
know
people's opinion.
on our Twitter at HES_now. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. This video of this show will be up on our YouTube in the next day or so, probably next day. We have tons of content on YouTube for you to enjoy, all Halo related, well, Halo competitive, Halo related.
Yeah.
Make sure you check out that. Like, retweet, sub, whatever you got to do to get the information out there so we can keep doing the show. All right, that was the show for this week. There's an LCQ this weekend. Don't miss it. Make sure you check out next week's show. And right here, same time, same place. We'll see you then.